Hi, it's Nancy from Over the Hill Farmstead. Greg's behind the camera today. So today we're going to make fire cider. And if you're not familiar with fire cider, it's sort of a tonic that you can use to ward off getting sick. So if you're starting to feel a little under the weather, you take a couple tablespoons, and it helps to fight off, colds and that kind of stuff. So as we go through, I'll tell you what the ingredients are, and then in the comments, I'll put the recipe so you have all the measurements. So the first thing that we're going to do is I'm going to finish grating my turmeric, which I have to finish peeling it. So it's easiest to peel with the spoon. So I'm just going to do that in my compost bin. I had a hard time finding fresh turmeric. If you can't find fresh turmeric, you can use powdered, but if you can find the fresh, it's always best. Okay, so I'm just going to take I need 2 tablespoons of this, and I have about a tablespoon there. I'm just going to grate it. And we're just going to put everything into a quart-sized canning jar. So I'm trying not to file my nails. And if there's a couple bigger pieces, that's fine. Because it's just going to all these ingredients are going to be sitting in apple cider vinegar. So all the benefits of them will get absorbed into the vinegar, because we're going to leave it there for about a month. So next I'm going to finish grating the ginger. I already started. I need a half a cup of fresh ginger. So this is already peeled. And I'm just going to finish that up. Ginger I could find. Horseradish I could not find. And we have our own horseradish, but it's not, we just planted some last year, and we just didn't have enough to dig up. So I did find horseradish powder at the local co-op, so I'll be using that. So I'm just going to finish this up. And when I get down to the bottom of this, I'll just chop it as finely as I can. We just want as much of this in there as we can get. And if you've never grated ginger before, it's very fibrous, so it's a little hard to grate, but we just do the best we can. So put that in there. I'm just going to finish chopping this up. Like I said, it's not the easiest thing to chop, but get it chopped up as fine as you can. So we're going to say that is half a cup. That'll be good enough. Okay, so we're going to start putting the ingredients in the quart-sized canning jar. If you have a plastic lid, use it, because we're going to be putting the vinegar in, and we're going to shake it every day, and the vinegar will corrode the inside of the metal lid. If you don't have a plastic lid, then put a piece of parchment paper underneath the lid. So there's one lemon in here, squeezed, and then I also have the zest of 1 lemon. So we put that in there. And we have 10 cloves of garlic, which I peeled already. I'm just going to smash them, just because that'll help, get everything going a little bit faster. If they'll cooperate, that would be nice. Made this once before, and it's an acquired taste. It's strong. It's got some really strong ingredients in it, but it worked. And if you've ever seen it in the store to buy it, it's pretty expensive for a small jar, so it's always better to make it yourself if you can, as long as you can find all the ingredients. All right, and the recipe called for 2 jalapenos, which I did not have jalapenos, but my neighbor gave me some very hot peppers, which I froze. So I'm just going to use these, because we just need a hot pepper. So we got that. Next, we have 1 medium onion. I just peeled and roughly chopped it. Just dump everything in there. Okay. And then we have our ginger, which actually, I think I'm going to get my funnel so I don't make a mess. There, much easier. Okay, one onion didn't want to go in there. And then we have our turmeric. Put that in there. It's going to be very colorful. Okay, next. Calls for 1/2 cup of grated horseradish. I don't have 1/2 cup. I mean, I don't have grated, I don't have fresh. So I found this powder at the local co-op. So we're going to dump that in. See what happens. And it calls for 1/4 teaspoon of cayenne pepper. Oh, and 2 tablespoons of dried rosemary leaves. And this was rosemary that we grew this year. So, now you know what? We're just going to use the old guest method in the hand. I want to crush them up a little bit. So that's 1. And we'll say that's 2. All right, let's just make sure we have everything. So we have ginger, horseradish, onion, garlic, pepper, lemon, rosemary, turmeric, cayenne. Okay. Now we're just going to take our raw, unfiltered apple cider vinegar, and we're just going to fill it up. I want to make sure that everything is covered, because we don't want it to spoil. Just use my knife. Just want to make sure it's all incorporated. So you're just going to want to store this in a cool, dark place for 4 to 6 weeks. And every day you want to take it out and shake it. Oh, that smells good. Woo. Make sure. And then when the time is up, then you're going to strain all the solids out and squeeze as much of the liquid out as you can. And you can actually use, the suggestion in the recipe says to take these solids and you can use it in stir fry. I mean, it's all of those ingredients that would be in stir fry, so don't waste anything. But then once you strain the liquid out of here, my hands are all orange and yellow. Then you're going to mix in 1/4 cup of honey, or to taste. So once you take all the solids out, add some honey to it. If you want a little bit sweeter, you know, it's not so strong, add a little bit more honey. And then I would store it in the refrigerator. But then you'll have it on hand when and if you need it. So there we have it. Fire cider. Have a great day.